Every jump in this tutorial was performed without speed 2, by the way. So if you're saying that you can't do any of these without speed, you are wrong. They are all possible without speed because I just did them in the tutorial. Wow. By the way, make sure you watch my previous tutorial on building in Skywars before you watch this, or else you'll have no clue how to do any of the ramp rushes. Stacks. I'm gonna call them stacks. This isn't Fortnite. Thank you. Watch the video. Bye. Okay, so Long Island, there's a lot of different islands here. So this one you can just build out a couple. Clutch block down there. Or you can just build out a couple more clutch block up here if you want. Pretty much the same thing. Yeah, so these islands here are kind of bad compared to the ones down there because you have to build out a lot. So this one you can just go like that and clutch block there. Something to note though, when clutch blocking, instead of running straight, well, you could run straight on that one, but if you're like running straight and you don't know if you should hit the jump or not, and you're like unsure, would I miss it, should I clutch block it, and you're landing directly in the diagonal there, basically what you want to do is you want to tap A and D like this, so kind of like you're briefly bridging, and what that will do is that will slow you down. So if you're unsure, go for the clutch block. So if I'm jumping in and I'm unsure, I just tap A and D, slows me down mid-air enough to hit the clutch block. Just one more thing to note when we're clutch blocking, don't try to get directly next to the block. So if you're clutch blocking, you should not be directly here, because that's going to make it pretty difficult to clutch block if you're a beginner. It makes the block hitbox really tiny then, you're probably going to click there. So instead, try to be kind of like as far away as the block as possible, yet still landing on the block. Like right here, this makes it a lot easier to hit the clutch block like that. And that's what slowing yourself down also helps do. If you're not going to hit the jump, and you want to clutch block it, if you keep on pushing forward and you get right up next to it, that will make it super difficult to clutch block. But if you slow yourself down mid-air and make it so that you're landing down over here on the clutch block, it'll be a lot easier. Like the hitbox of it is tiny if I go up and land up here. Yet if I land at the back like that, I have so much room to click on it that it's really not too difficult to do. So this one is kind of the same thing as the other one. Jump here. Bam. This one's the easiest one. 2 blocks on that, then you just hit that clutch block. This one's also pretty easy, 2 and 1 like that. This one you can just 3 up and jump that. You can clutch block if you're unsure if you'll make it or not. This is another one of the hard ones. We have to build it out all the way in the clutch block. So all these clutch blocks are all these ones too, so they're mirrored. So like this one over here is that one there. Like that one is that one is that one down there. They're the same thing, same jumps. So if you get these ones down, you can get the other ones down. Okay, so railroad is a difficult one. So what we want to do is we want to go up here, place 1 block on the innermost towards the railroad, which is visible. So we go here, momentum, and we want to click a block on the slab right down there. So again, normally I don't actually change where my mouse is looking, I just change my speed with A and D to make sure I hit it. So the middle one is actually the easiest one, and you don't even have to have speed to do it, just to run it straight. But if you do a bad jump, then you would have to clutch block on the slab like that. Now for this one, it's pretty easy, it's easier than the one down there. Just jump down, hit the slab, go up here. Again, if you accidentally hit the stair, make sure you're hitting the side of the stair down over there. Then what you want to do once you're here, so you want to go up here, place a block on the stair, and jump and clutch block there. If you don't want to use the stair at all, or you don't want to place blocks, and you just want to go straight for it, you can easily make it, but you're going to have to build up. And if you're building up and someone's above you, they just hit you off with 1 tap, and then you'll be dead. Okay, dawn is pretty simple too. So for this one, since you're not 1 block elevated already, how to get up into a run, you run up, place 1 block, then jump, and place 2 blocks under you. And then you go to a stance like this. What I like doing is I like jumping diagonal, then placing a block down here, and then keep on running. It's a lot more efficient than jumping straight and going around. Plus, if you jump straight, people know you're going to jump straight, and then they'll try to egg you off. For this one, it's pretty much the same thing. It's just you don't want to clutch block on the bottom blocks there, because even though it's easier to clutch block there because you have so much space, if someone hits you off, you have no other blocks to clutch block on. So ideally you want to get the top block, maybe the second block if you can't get the top block, but just do a couple there. Boom. Second block's fine. And you get to mid. So Embercell, this is a bit of a complicated one. So getting to mid, you just need 1 block. like that. So it's pretty much the same thing on every mode. So this one here, one block here, and then you jump, and then you clutch block, get up here. Same thing that, like there, I'm not going to go over it. Now once we're here, we have left to right, same thing, pretty much. What you want to do is you want to place one block down over here, set it up, and then you want to place 2 blocks here. You want to make sure that you get the momentum for the jump. And you want to make sure you're going diagonally. So, if I'm going off of here, I'd be hitting this side of the block. Oh, that's I feel like this side. If I'm going from this direction, it'll be easier to go here. And a good thing to do is aim for the middle of the block here. So that way you can't really miss it. If you're aiming on this side, then you can easily miss that. This side you can easily miss. But if you're aiming in the middle of both of them, diagonal right there, then that will always hit. One mistake that I find people do in this map is go off of it, but then instead of aiming at the diagonal, they'll aim. So instead of aiming at like that block, they'll go for like that block down there, and that's not going to work. Although, if you are going for that one, you can still hit it by going at the slab down there. So just in case you mistake the direction you're going, then you can hit the slab. The reason why people do this is because if you're going from the middle island and you go down over here and you jump this way, the momentum will take you straight. So you got to make sure that you're always aiming in the middle, right there, instead of aiming off to the side. So once you're here, you have a couple options. You can do this 1 block, 2 block, go up into that. I actually did an extra block. You only have to go up to here, then you can just jump to it. Or if you're not feeling comfortable with that, watch my tutorial, or you can go up this side, which is a lot slower. Either just jump straight away to there, or place a block and then jump. Okay, so the second new map down here. So we got a bit for options for spawning on these islands. So if we go here, now normally I would go like this, but it can be kind of difficult with the tree there, and you might hit your head. So just do 1 block for just to make it so you don't mess up ever. Do 2 ones up like that. Jump clutch block over here. Now we can get this chest if we want. I don't know, go to this med down over here. On this one here, you don't actually have to build it out as much. You can just place 1 block and then do a clutch block down over there. Another option if we're spawning on these islands is to go out this way, place 2 blocks there, 1, 2, and then jump onto this block down over here, and we're ready at mid. So that was pretty, I would say it's a lot faster than going down this way, but you don't get that chest down over there, so it's kind of a trade-off. Now if we're starting on this island down over here, all the way down, so we don't have the ability to jump to those areas there. However, it's a lot easier to get to this mid, since it's just 1 block, and just jump. So on this island, it's actually a lot easier, because as you can see, there's a gap above your head to jump. So we can just do shift, unshift, and it'll be completely fine to get out. Again, the one thing that you want to make sure of is you want to make sure that you're not jumping in the middle, because if you're jumping in the middle, you're going to hit your head, and you might not expect it, then you might die because of that. So if you're going out the bottom here, don't go through this block, because it's going to hit your head. And unless you do unshift, it can be kind of difficult to get out of there. So instead, what you want to do is you want to go through this one here, because there's 3 block gap. So you can just go through here, go into a shift, unshift, and then clutch block through there. So for Hibiscus, you want to place 1 block there, get momentum for it, and then clutch block on the bottom one down there. So like that. So you can do that for pretty much every island that you go onto. Some of them are a lot easier, like that one, where you have a giant wall to clutch block onto. Like some of them are a lot harder, like this one. You have to really get it on there. Yeah, when you have speed, this can be like super easy. Like this one's a super easy one. This one's a pretty difficult one. Like it's really just like a 4 block jump pretty much. Especially without speed, sometimes you miss them. It happens. If you don't feel comfortable with that, what you can do is you can just go bridge out a bit and then just clutch block there. It takes a lot more time though than just doing 1 block and jumping. And especially if you have speed too, you really don't have an excuse not to do that. Like if you do it without speed, you can do it with speed. Oh, I just want to hit all of these now. So for this map, it's pretty simple. Basically, all the islands are the same here. 1 block, 2 block, jump up. You want to go for these ones here because they're the most out instead of going for the middle one. It's pretty obvious. Jump up here any way you want. I like going on the left side. I don't know why. Place 1 block down here. like that, and then jump and place 2 blocks, and then go into a bridge like that. Now, we can go here and clutch block that and go around, and you keep on bridging up, get on this thing. Clutch blocking that one is the safest thing to do. Actually, safer is placing one down here. You don't actually have to build out that much like here. You can just go here and clutch on the slab if you're good enough to do that. And that's a lot safer if you have that like reliable clutch on the slab work, because then you can't get hit off as much. Mothership, pretty simple stuff. You just go up here, place 2 blocks like that, directly underneath yourself. So you go up, bam, bam, bam. All you have to do is you have to make this one and this one. The third one isn't necessary. Sometimes you might mistakenly do it just thinking that the jump's bigger than it actually is. But it's faster just to do 2 of them. Okay, so Mythos is pretty simple. You just go down here, do a couple of them, then jump. So you don't want to be clutching on the very bottom here, because then it can be kind of difficult to go around. But if you do, you just want to clutch block around like that. I prefer just building up than jumping there. Now on the way here, what you want to do is when you're going up, you place 1 block, 2 block before you even jump it. Then jump here and place 2 blocks below your feet. And then go into a stack. So it'll look like this. Boom, jump over across. You can do 1 then clutch block on the slab, but it's probably safer just to do 3 anyway. Okay, so Plateau, you just jump here, clutch block on that one. That one's mirrored, so I don't have to do this. Same one here. Get to mid. This one's pretty simple. Just jump over here. Instead of going all the way around, you want to pick the side of the tree, which does not have the leaves, so don't do it on this side, because then you'll hit your head. Like this side, go over here, and just jump to mid like that. Okay, so Redfang, it can be kind of difficult to get to mid, so you want to do it fast. I personally don't have a problem with getting to mid. Like 1% of the time I get hit off, just because I know how to build. So this is how I do it. 1 block here, jump here. Place a block to a stack. Just 3. 3 should be good. Or like 1, then 2, 2. And clutch block there. Now we're going down here, we want to place a block. 2 blocks. Get down here. Another block clutch to get to this island. Now I know what you're thinking. Can I do it without building a ton? The answer is yes, you can. But at the same time, you'll have to bridge up a ton there. And first of all, that'll kill the time that you spend bridging over. And second of all, you can get hit off by other people with snowballs and stuff. So it's better just to do like a small bridge, then jump and clutch block over here. And then from there, it's 1 block, just jump over to mid, and you got to mid. So for Sentinel, it's pretty simple stuff. You go over here, we build out a bit, then jump over there. So basically, again, you might be thinking, same kind of case here, right? Well, why don't we just go like this and then just jump to mid over here? Well, you can, but then you have to bridge up and you can get hit off. And that's not nice. So, once we're here, and we bridged over and we got here. Now, this is kind of odd to do, but we want to jump over here. 1, 2, 3, and then clutch block. It's a lot faster than making a bridge over there. So in real time, it would be like this, and jump over. So see how I didn't fully run the whole time and just hold sprint? So what you want to do is you want to go up, stop for a bit, and then go. So here's again. Boom. Just to make sure you have all 3 blocks under you. So it's pretty easy one. You just place 1 block here, jump to mid, like that. All the islands have the pretty much same kind of setup here, like that. Just 1 block and jump. Pretty easy to do. This one here, same thing. 1 block here and jump. Well, what you can do is you can jump off this one and get there like that, a lot easier. Or if you're going up here, you don't really know which side it is. If you're going this one, you can still jump over and land it pretty easily. So if you just choose one of these to jump over, you save some blocks and you get there pretty fast anyway. Okay, so Shy is a complicated one because there's so many different islands and there's so many different gaps to go into mid. It's definitely a biased one based on what island you saw it on. So for example, this one, you have to build a ton out and then get to mid like that. Boom. However, if you're doing something like this, all you have to do is like do 2 blocks and then jump to mid. Again, if you're on a map with the segment down here, it's so easy, like this one. Just get to mid just like that. You don't have to bridge. This one again, you have to bridge out a bit and jump to mid. Always good to try to clutch block the top block instead of the bottom block, so that way you don't have to build up. So this one again, let's go through, get there. I'll just do them all quick fire. Like that. So most of them you have to bridge, just a few of them you don't. Like these ones are really big gaps down over here. So if you get those, then feel bad for you, but other than that, it's pretty much the same thing, just a couple blocks out, and then you get the... I'm gonna die from damage. And this one, go. You can easily just clutch block on the bottom ones, but if you build out, you can clutch block the top one. And again, if someone's at mid or someone's at the side hitting with snowballs, you want to hit the top one. That way you can't get hit off. Just like that. Just like that. There we go. So that's Shire. Nice. Okay, so Toadstool, everyone gets this wrong. So we're starting here, right? We come out here, I don't know. If we come out here, what you want to do is you want to just build 2 blocks up, then we just jump to mid. If we're coming here, we just build 2 blocks up, and then we jump to mid. Do a clutch block just for safety. And again, just go up like this. This part's pretty simple, and you're at mid. That fast. There is no need to bridge going to mid here. That's it. Okay, so Tribute is a very biased map, not gonna lie, for rushing mid. So if you're on these islands, you can just jump to the side down there, spot, jump over, and we're at mid. However, if we're on the islands down over here, yes, you can do that, but what's gonna happen is you're at the very bottom, you're gonna have to build up. People can hit you off with snowballs. Plus, it's gonna take longer than just actually bridging over. So if you're on this island, I would recommend going through, building up, and jumping over to the other side. If you want to run around, you can get the chest down over there, or once you're here, you can actually just jump over here, like that, and get to mid that way. Okay, so strata, pretty simple. Block there, double block, up, jump. I prefer not clutch blocking this one too, just because of all like the random spaces that they have in there, and it's pretty safe just to run, jump straight through and land on this block. So if we're coming up here, we want to place a single block, double, and then triple there and jump up. So to refresh that, it was this one. I don't have to... 2 blocks there, and jump and place a block down over here. So it can be kind of difficult without speed, because the 3 block 1-ups, which is basically a 4 block without speed. With speed, it's pretty easy though, and it's a lot faster. Okay, so Siege is kind of simple, not really. So first of all, we want to go through like that. Same thing, the single block, then double block, stack up, and click on this one. Same thing here. Again, get the top block. And same thing over here. Pretty sure these are mirrored, so they're the same. Now once we get up here, what we want to do, again, same thing again. 1 block here, 2 block here. Then we actually have 2 options, so we can just keep on going up. And then clutch block on the top of the castle there. The second way is to go down at the bottom gap down there. So what you want to do is 1 block here, 2 blocks there, jump through, and clutch on the bottom. Note that this will take a ton of your HP health out, although you'll get free access to the bottom ladder here, and it's a lot faster than going to the top. I prefer going to the top though. There's more chests up there. Although if you don't have many blocks, you might have to do this. Okay, Dwarven. It's kind of strange. So basically you loot these chests you get up here. Maybe you want to do... Since I loot this one last, so I'll come up here like this. I'll place a block here. I don't have momentum jumps, really. So we're going to have to go like that. Just to get a momentum and then jump to this one down here. Make a nice staircase up. So it's different for every island from the diagonal. So this one too. If I'm coming up here, I'll place a block, 2 blocks, jump. Sometimes I place a block there, but if your jump isn't perfect, you'll miss, and, well, like, you'll hit the block, but then you'll miss the jump, and then you'll die, so I refrain from placing a block there most of the times, just to be safe. This is the easiest island to do. 1, 2, jump. And it's, like, fluent with the floor. Okay, so Mushy is pretty easy. So if we're starting here, we can just go 2 up to the side. We have a lot of space to clutch block just in case you miss it. So that's that island. On the middle island here, what we can do is we can go from here, or 3 up, go down over here, and clutch block on that one down there. Now this one is an exception. You can do this one, where you just go through down here, clutch block, then jump to mid. But I'm pretty sure it's faster if you want to get to mid, if you just go here, and then like that, and just run to mid from these islands here. Of course, if you choose this path and you get up here, all you have to do is just jump to mid. No clutch block needed, and you're there. GG's. Okay, so try was a bit interesting. We wanted to stack up here like this, then jump to the side. Okay, so Skyjet, so here you want to do 2 blocks there, go up, and then clutch block on the diagonal down over there. These ones we just want to go straight, so 2 blocks, and straight out like that. We don't, again, make sure you don't go too far out. We want to be able to clutch block it, but if we just keep going out and we don't clutch block and we actually just land on the block, that's how we know we went too far out. And when we go too far out, we maximize the risk of getting hit off into the void, so don't do that. Same thing for this island. Jump down like that. Once we're up here, we can just jump to the other side, no blocks needed, and you're at mid. Okay, so towers is pretty easy. You just start out here, you stack up, then you jump to mid and clutch block like that. So again, from the corner side, all the towers have a bit different way of getting to mid, just because of the way that the terrain forms around it. So definitely, I would say the ones which are flat like that are the easiest to do, and the ones which are like this are kind of hard to do, just to make sure that you get the optimal place. Like, that wasn't great. I could have went out one more and got to mid faster, but they're kind of different, but all kind of the same thing. Just go up here, do a little stack. So we learned this in the last video for tutorial. Go here, jump, clutch block on that one down there. Don't go too far, because if you go too far, you're just wasting time, and someone can hit you off and you'll die. And you'll probably just jump to like here, which is unnecessary. Difference between the islands, so for example this one you can land on the head there, so you don't have to make it that far. Also you have these vines down here, which is super key. So diagonals, some diagonals have vines, some don't, so this one doesn't, for example. So you want to go up here like this, do to the side and jump over to it and clutch block, boom, you get to mid that way. So you, again, not diagonal bridging, kind of like this way then this way. It's a lot more efficient, because if I was diagonal bridging that at that height, I'd be like half the way there. You should also know how to run into them. So if I'm going here, I'll place 2 blocks, then get into it. So 2 block placements, jump up, then still stacking. So this one's a diagonal with a vine, so that makes it a lot easier. So you don't have to go this much. That way you can jump around, and you don't have to go to that block down over here because you have the vine, which you can clutch on. Now again, if you don't want to take tons of fall damage, you could always just ninja bridge, although you have a higher chance of getting hit off. Okay, Aegis is pretty simple. 1 block at the very end, jump to mid. Wow, amazing. You can do that for every single island. Block there, block on this one down there. You don't have to bridge out at all, and then you can get to mid and run up. Okay, Memorial is still pretty easy. You just place 1 block, then jump to mid. I think everyone knows that. I don't think you have to explain anything. Wow, you do a jump there. You don't even have to clutch block, you just literally just jump straight to mid. Okay, so Mythic, again, pretty easy. Just need 1 block down there, then jump to mid down there. Again, for every island, it's the same thing that you're doing. Just like that. 3 islands here, this one's mirrored, so same thing. Then we get to mid, you go here, you jump. What I like doing though is not actually jumping directly straight, because people are going to think you can jump straight. So jumping to the left or right, just to add some movement in that so people can't perfectly predict you. Wow, you jump to mid. Very easy. Wow. Bet you didn't know that. Huh? Okay, that's one of the new maps too. You can literally just run at it. Just straight like this. And place a block there. And you just keep on running. That's it. Like, you don't even have to clutch block any of it. You just jump it. Dang, GG's. Okay, so for winter home, what we want to do is, if you're up here and you go, single block, clutch over like that. If we're down here, single block there, you clutch over down there. I don't think you even have to clutch, but it's nice doing that just for extra security. So once we're down here, single block, 360, go down there. Same thing here. You gotta hit the 360s on the way down. On the way up, you gotta hit the 720s to go up. Just to make sure, like, if you don't hit those, you're probably gonna die. So just make sure that you have that down, by the way. So if a new map releases too, and what you want to do is you want to go at random places and you just want to jump them and see if it's possible. Now half the time you'll die and you'll be like, wow, I never knew that that wasn't possible, but now I know that that isn't possible. And sometimes, you'll be like, oh, I actually hit it, wow. This is going to save me so much time in the future, why didn't I always do this? So, if a new map comes out, just go to random places, jump off, see if it works.